Welcome to Atlantic Sun Media Day. I'm Andrew Kappas, your moderator. I'm joined here by head women's basketball coach here at Northern Kentucky University, Coach Plitzuweit. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Andrew. Great to be here.
Obviously, you're a brand new face to Norse fans in your first year as a head coach. Haven't had a whole lot of time with the players. You've only had a few practices here, but give us your take here early on.
Well, Andrew, I think the players are doing a great job in terms of really working at it. It's obviously a new system for all of them. And so whether they're a freshman or a senior, it's all new. And I think they've been concentrating and really trying to apply the new skill sets and be the best that we can be.
Now, last year, Cassie Mogan was a Division II All-American. Of course, NKU making the leap to Division I this year. Averaged 18 points per game, was really the central focus of the Norse offense. Graduated last year, so how are you guys going to replace her?
Well, I don't know if we have one player in particular that can pick up that scoring punch. If we do, that's a great thing. But ultimately, we try to employ kind of an equal opportunity offense. And so depending on how teams are guarding us and what they're doing, we try to open it up so that all of our players have the ability to score in different opportunities. And maybe what will happen is we'll have a little better balanced scoring this year.
Now, losing such a key player like Cassie Mogan, and you're a brand new head coach, your first year in the program, weren't affiliated with the program in the past. So how hard is that for you since you don't have a whole lot of practice time until you guys actually have your first regular season game?
Well, certainly it's a challenge, but at the same time, a lot of times you see the players rise to those challenges, and I think that we're getting that out of our kids right now, and so they're giving their best effort. We're getting after it. We're picking up the pieces day after day. Evaluating where we're at. And really for us, it's a great opportunity to get to know our players and put them in scenarios sometimes without coaching them a whole lot and see what their natural abilities are and what they're looking to do and who they're looking to take the last second shot out of a shot clock, or who is the kid that really wants the ball inside. So we're kind of evaluating that as we go as well.
Now, a lot of the Norse fans will recognize some of the names on our schedule, actually a lot of the names on the schedule, a lot of regional opponents. You guys play UC. Traditionally, that's been an opponent in the exhibition season. The girls have made the trip to Fifth Third Bank Arena a number of times, but now it actually counts. So you guys also playing Miami, Ohio, Western Kentucky. So a lot of exciting names on the schedule this season.
Absolutely. We feel very good about our non-conference schedule and our conference schedule. Our non-conference schedule is really designed to help us prepare for our conference opponents. We feel like we have some great competition out of some great conferences. UC obviously has really done a great job in turning that program. They've really elevated their Big East program. We have some A-10 competition, some Sun Belt competition, MAC competition, some very traditional programs, some newer programs. And so we feel very good about the level of competition that we're playing, and certainly we know that we'll be challenged in it.
Now, you guys have 3 non-conference home games, Youngstown State, Butler, and North Carolina Wilmington. I'm sure you guys are excited to get to the Bank of Kentucky Center where the Norse have really traditionally played well.
Absolutely. I think certainly we had the opportunity to schedule a couple of the games. Coach Winstall and her staff had put together most of the schedule by the time we had gotten here and had done a good job with that. To play at home is always a special opportunity, and to be at the bank is really a great situation for us, and we were fortunate enough to have some non-conference opponents. You mentioned we start off with Youngstown at home. That's our first game, and I know their staff has done a great job in turning that program and elevating it, and they play a style very similar to Florida Gulf Coast, so that'll be fun for us to prepare for conference opponents and build from there.
Now, you have a nice mix of returning players, a few seniors, a few sophomores, a pretty big freshman class as well. What sort of leadership roles do you think the seniors and juniors will attain?
Well, certainly, I think a lot of it your leadership comes from your upperclassmen. I think our seniors in particular right now are really focused on leading us in 2 categories. One of them is in a togetherness category, so building team chemistry, team bonding on the court, being their encourager of their teammates, as well as off the court. And I think they've really done a nice job of that so far, and that needs to continue. And the second component of their leadership really will come in a toughness category. They need to be our hardest workers. They need to be the ones who set the tone. They need to be the ones who get after it. And certainly they are, it's easier to do that once you know what's expected of you. And so they're kind of in the middle of learning right along with everyone else, but they're doing a very good job.
Now, in addition to that incoming or returning talent, you guys have 4 incoming freshmen. Did a really nice job recruiting. What can the Norse fans expect out of the freshmen this season?
Well, it's interesting because we don't exactly know yet as well. Typically what happens with freshmen is that they come in and they play the way that they've played throughout their playing careers, and then they learn, the new style. And so they're trying to make the adjustment as well, doing a good job. The 2 twins are from Mercy Academy are really two players that get after it. We have a point guard or an off guard in Rihanna Gayhart, and Liz Reeves is really a back-to-the-basket post player for us. So I'm not really sure exactly what we'll see out of them, but I know that their effort and intensity has been good.
Well, you're a basketball coach, so luckily you only have to remember the names of about 12 players and a few managers and some assistant coaches as well. But you mentioned the two twins. Have you had any difficulties in practice differentiating the two?
Initially I did, but it's been a little while now, and Christine and Courtney both are great kids. They've been really well coached at the high school level, and so their ability to pick up and adjust has been, I think, a lot easier for them than a lot of freshmen that I've been around. So, Christine plays a little bit more on the perimeter than Courtney, although Courtney's developing her perimeter comfort level, or her comfort level on the perimeter. So there are times that you'll get confused, but they're really good players, and they'll be a lot of fun for our fans to try to see if they can distinguish them apart.
Now, final question, Coach. You guys enter the Atlantic Sun, your first year of play in the Atlantic Sun. You come from the Big Ten, but the Atlantic Sun, a very talented basketball conference. Florida Gulf Coast has really been the class in women's basketball in the Atlantic Sun the past couple of years, but a really deep league overall.
It is, and we're excited to be a part of it. We're looking forward to it. Right now we are focusing really on us and what we need to do to get better, and then we'll take a look at our conference opponents as we get a little closer to that time.
Coach B, thank you so much for your time, and we look forward to seeing you on the sidelines this year.
Thank you, Andrew.